Okay, the rear seal bar is held in by solid pins. These solid pins support the rear seal bar and it's set to a gauge at the factory, or if you have a gauge you can set it at your place. You just kind of tighten them up so it doesn't slide. And what you'll do is you're going to set the depth to center line. Center line is extremely important. So you have your back seal bars. This tool here is to set your center line. So you would take this to high cam, so it would come up like this, and you would check straight across on high cam, up and down, to make sure it's all straight, and you would adjust that with the screws back here and then lock it down. That should be done at the factory for center line. Okay, this video is for the side seal front bar. The sealing bar should be straight on the top, straight on the sides. Your adjustment screws, you have two threaded rods that go into a T-nut in this slot that are holding this in place. You have one here and you have one here. They go through and they actually lock this in place. These screws and nuts have springs and buttons behind them. I'll show you those parts later, but you want to take it in until it just hits the spring, and now you're going to take this and turn it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. That's the starting point. So each one of these would be taken back, bump the spring, and then tighten up 3. Tighten up 3, tighten up 3, tighten up 3, lock them down, and then you start to run. The stroke by these two is when you're at top seal and you can see there is a very small gap right there. These are actually being pushed off of this weldment. That's all the further it needs to come off. That's your stroke. Same with the bottom. You can see it's just barely coming off the casting. That's your correct stroke. Too much stroke, the sealed bar will go too far forward, and then it'll bind up coming back.